Anyway, let me do this, because I'm wagging my mouth a lot and I'm doing very little. So... Is there a point? What should we put it at? Probably 2700. You can use energy drain to disable various components, says Firefly. Yeah, I want some nuance to it, but I'd be interested how much you can do it now. Like, if you push your... Right now it's very binary, right? Like, if you push your shit too hard, you can just make your shield turn off completely, right? Or can you use it as well to, like, have weapons... Well, no, because weapons already stop firing. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, I imagine you can, because shields do use power from power plants. It's like a whole thing. This game is like a lot more simulated than it might appear on the front surface, because it's a Chris Roberts game. Nickname... Bmod... ZP27... Ammo. In the Bubway mod, I had an energy system, so if you fire weapons too heavily, your shield could actually go offline, says Firefly. See, that's what I'm interested in, Firefly. Was it could or would? If you took too much damage to the shield, it would disable weapons. Interesting. Could you do that on a chance? What I want is to not have it be every time, but have it be like a chance. Like, so as a comparison, in Battletech, in the mod I'm playing right now for Battletech, when you overheat, when you push yourself into the overheating, firing your weapons too much, you start rolling a percentage chance to shut down the mech every turn. Rather than it just being, because that's way more interesting, rather than it just being, oh, you overheat, your mech shuts down, it's like this gambling game. It's like, oh, I'm going to overheat a little bit and roll the 10-20% chance to overheat, and nice, I made the chance. I'd love to do something similar like that with the ship systems. Star Sector does this, which is another amazing space game, where after your peak combat readiness, those of you who know Star Sector know what I'm talking about here, you know, your engine will start to have flare-outs. Where, okay, you pushed your ship too far, the engine just cuts out for a few seconds. Or, you know, your shit happens intermittently, like a weapon will stop working for 7 seconds. And that kind of intermittent nuance to it, I think, is what makes it interesting rather than making it annoying. Like, if every time you fire your guns too much, your shield just turns off, you'll never fire your guns too much. But if it's like a chance, if it's like, oh, you've only got 25% power left, there's like a 10% chance increasing every 10 seconds your shield could blink offline for 5 or 6 seconds. Oh, that gets interesting, right? Now it's like this procedural malfunction that can happen that shakes combat up and changes how you might think about your strategies. Firefly says it's basically balancing the power plant regen of the energy use of the ship engines, shield energy drain, and making the weapons use energy. Yeah. See that plus like random chance added to it that can scale based on the severity of your power drain and or applying that to the malfunction idea too. And or the damage to that component, like the more damaged a component is, the higher the chance of something like that happening intermittently. I would love that for combat. That would require a hook pelican? Yeah, no, I know it's not feasible now, but I reckon that'd be fucking cool. Because it'd be really annoying if like your shit just stopped working all the time. But if it's like a small chance, it's like this little bit of spice to combat. And then it might actually, you know, encourage you to like try to shoot for a component in a fight. Like, I don't think it's fun if it's like there are exposed shield generator targets to hit on a fighter, but then once you blow it up, it's just gone forever, like you gotta buy it again. That's fucked. But I do think it's interesting if, like, you can shoot the shield, and then the shield is, like, fucked up for, like, a minute. And for that minute, it's gonna intermittently blink on and off at the worst times for the pilot, you know? And then after that minute, you know, the shield's got its health back, you know what I mean? And it's working normally, you know, the R2-D2 has fixed it. Firefly says could also have a plugin where weapons overheat and shut down. Also cool. I also really would like to... You're making me talk about all the... You're making me talk about all the Pi Sky stuff I can't do right now. It's in between work, but I enjoy it. It's my own fault. I also was thinking this morning about, like, if you could do a plugin, a way to make the dispersion on weapons increase as you hold them down until you give them sufficient time to cool down. Basically Cone of Fire aim bloom from FPS games. Because that would be a good way to balance some guns that are like precision weapons, but if you spam them too much, they start going all over the place. Because I'm thinking about how to balance lasers, like instantaneous, faster than light, instantaneous, well, fast as light, instantaneous beam hit lasers like Battletech. And they're going to require a lot of counterbalancing to make them not OP. Because travel time is the only reason you don't hit all your shots a lot of the time. Though as a player, that's not true. You actually need to click the target too. So if you plug in work in your future, yes, that's why it's all pie in the sky and it's just fun to talk about, but it's not feasible right now. It's all like, oh, wouldn't this be cool? But I do love to talk about it because it's fun. But I agree with you, like, saying that kind of stuff. That's why you set me off. Like, I'm a big fan of the Battletech series and how overheating is not an arbitrary binary, you're just done meter, but instead like this scaling severity of shit going bad. And I love with Battletech the way that, like, component damage and location damage is very important. And you can, it's very valid and the right strategy a lot of the time to take off pieces of an enemy first and focus on their systems. That's not quite as one-to-one with fighter jet combat here because we're moving so fast. But yeah, it's, especially on the bigger ships, and I think in some ways on the smaller ships could be really interesting. I'd love to have that kind of combat where it's like, you're pushing your fighter too hard and your engines flame out. Or your shield blinks off. It's like, holy fuck, I gotta pull it back a bit. Or I gotta just keep pushing the red line and grit it out. And then that allows you to have way more interesting progression too, because then you can have items, now you have a new way to balance items, you can have their quality be a thing. Like, you can have a gun that does more damage that you find as loot, but that gun is a jamming piece of shit, and is super temperamental, and looks great on paper, but will constantly fucking, you know, get inaccurate, or overheat and shut down, or the minute it takes a scrap of damage, it, like, starts breaking a lot, you know what I mean? You can have, like, the real prima donna kind of equipment. You were an Earth Siege, Star Siege guy. I played the first Tribes when I was a very small lad, and I was blown away by Shrikes back then. I'll say that much. Anyway, I cannot get Star Trek anymore. As fun as this is, I want to get back on the server. So, let's make this damn thing. No, I will not allow myself to be sidetracked for hypothetical dreams anymore. We have the 0-point gun here. 0 damage. I don't know if this crashes if you have like 0 damage, but let's see. 0 damage, 0 damage. Like, can I just not put in a sound, or is this gonna crash? We want to have it be invisible and audible. You got Earth Siege at the grocery store, that's so fucking rad. I was blown away by that game at the time. It was like decade before, wasn't it so long before like Battlefield 1942 and Codename Eagle, but it had like flying shit? When did Star Siege Tribes come out? No, it was 3D, it can't have been that old. 1998, yeah, and Codename Eagle came out, I'm getting sidetracked, I know. Codename Eagle came out in 1999. Okay, Codename Eagle was only a year after. And it had flying stuff too. And then Battlefield 1942 was 2001, I think. It's like that Red Alert 2 era. Oh, Battlefield 1942 was 2002. Huh. Man, then the Modern Combat, like Desert Combat mod came out literally while like America was invading Afghanistan, or invading Iraq, I mean. That's, yeah, I mean, that's why that mod got made, I guess. That's, yeah. And then Battlefield 2 came out, and it was like, mech. It was all very topical at the time. Still is, sadly. Anyway, he's not getting distracted. So, velocity. We want the velocity on this thing to be 2700. That's why it's called the 0.2700. This is the main purpose of the gun. I don't think refire rate matters. So you can just set it to whatever the fuck. Words, 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 yeah. Just leave it on 1, that's fine. Again, I'm gonna see if I can get away with it just literally not having... just commenting out the visual and sound lines. Beam mod. 0 power usage, yep. P27. Yeah, one of the systems is called, one of those forts is called Fort Bush, yeah. Yeah, I always saw that when I played Freelancer, like, oh, it's like the president. Yeah, I was a fucking child, but yeah. I think it's for George Bush Sr. though, right? I would imagine. Where is the power usage? There it is, 0 power usage. Now, as long as it doesn't crash because I didn't put in any visuals for it, it should be fine. And I know that when I've put in the wrong names for sounds, there's no sounds, so it should be fine. Where's the visual for the projectile, though? Constant effect, this one. Comment this out. Comment this out. Okay. I need to change the ID. For now, I'm super lazy, so I'm just gonna steal someone else's ID. I'm just gonna steal, like, some random fucking gun that I'm not using normally. Like, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Not Xenos, it's gotta be something else. FCM. Sure, whatever FCM is, that's fine. I don't even know what faction M is. I could look it up, but I don't care. And this FCM is Molly's. There you go. So I'm just gonna steal. It's gonna be called like the Molly, one of the Molly guns. This is not. This is obviously a placeholder. This is just to get it working. Okay. So now I need to take this over to for sale. So I need to go to. Is it Misk Good? It's not Misk Good. Misk Equip? No, it has to be a good. Oh, it's Weapon Good. It's literally right there. Dummy. Dumb idiot. And here's where we're going to define this thing as something that can be bought and sold. So we're just going to take this. Did I do that right? Hang on. Yeah. We need to get the right name. What did I call it? CP27. Equipment. I could also just call it the 27 about the dash. Whatever. Firefly says I should start streaming me coding of a webcam so they can see me smash my face into the keyboard repeatedly. Firefly, when we were first, like a couple months ago, starting to work on this system, I defined an encounter parameter as an encounter-pometer, and then made me and Milo spend like 50 minutes debugging, working out what was going wrong as we just put in our first loop of custom encounters and shit. Until I realized I'd spelled it encounter-pometer. It was terrible. Everyone's again is your friend. Oh, is that like tell you what's going on like that? I don't use FLScan, I don't know what that is. Milo probably does, but I don't know what that is. I'm the less technically good one of the two of us. It finds the errors. Sick. I should fucking use that. It's funny, I haven't heard of that before. Item icon can stay as that. That's okay, I think. It's very helpful. Cool. Alright, so before we go to the trouble... No, wait, I need to add it to layer 3 now. So now we go to market. Yes, now we go to market equip. So we've defined the weapon as being able to be a good now, a product, a thing that can be bought or sold. Now we are going to add it to, in the file called market misc, to the base itself, to Denver. So we go down here. Market good. Market is good, thanks for asking. And we're gonna add it there. Now, I'm just gonna check this in single player, because before I go to the trouble of adding an extra hardpoint on the ships for it, I'm just gonna try it on the existing hardpoints, because I want to make sure this is actually useful. And then if this works, I'm gonna hop back onto the game. Hopefully with Jeff again. So it should be here somewhere. Where is it? Probably called something fucked up, or did I not add it right? It should be selling for 100. I don't see it, so I think I fucked up already. Yeah, it should be a gun being sold here for 100. Doesn't help that I don't know what it's called. I'll just give it the IDs for the FX testing weapon, because I know that works. So back to weapon equip. Where is the FX testing weapon? People testing weapon, here we go. Take these IDs. Add these. The IDs don't really matter that much. I think you need to have them so they get sold though, right? It's like I gotta have something. Oh. You can actually see the testing weapon right there. Maybe it doesn't like dashes. No, it doesn't matter. You don't need them to get sold. What does it look like if you have an ID? What does it look like in the shop? How do you click it? Market mess. B1 ZP2. This is what I've done wrong, clearly. It just might not like dashes. It's nameless? Interesting. Oh, I thought I had to put an ID on it to see it. Try that again. This should be working, right? It's a weapon good. It's in Market Misk. It should be here. Unless it doesn't... No, there it is. Okay. I don't know why the Molly's IDs didn't work, but whatever. So I'm going to take it off a Winchester. I'm just going to see if this does what it does. And there's no reason it shouldn't do what it's meant to do. Is it going to crash the game when I shoot it, though? No!
Just keep it straight. Concentrate and be alert.
So now we're going to have... no zeroing and with zeroing. Oh, sorry, yeah, I've got the fucking... Sorry. Okay, so let's find a target now. Let's find a ship. And test it out. Oh, they just flew into Denver and died. Don't look at that. Okay, and we can see... as I flip between them now... Don't fly into Denver, bro. We can see as I flip between them... not as much when you're right behind, obviously. But you can see the crosshair change a little bit. Maybe make it even higher. Maybe make it like 3K. It's gonna be hard to tell until we take this into an actual battle to see how much it helps, but it's like that's, you know, that's a pretty decent amount of lead change there. So it works. That's what we want to see. Oh, actually, just check for me. Like, and it's what happens when you shoot it on its own? Like, it's fine. It's happy. So next, we're gonna make a special hardpoint on the ship and eventually all the ships to utilize this system. So when you just shoot it, yep, you can't see anything. No sound, no visual, nothing comes out, but you can see that it is firing down at the bottom right. So that's working perfectly. So now, let's... oh man, I'm gonna have to add my own fucking hardpoint to a ship. Jeez, I'm scared. I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm gonna have to pull out like hard CMP. I can do that. I remember how to do that, I think. Oh, you're gonna see some real shit on stream today. Use UTF editor? Huh? What do you mean? I was about to load up hard CMP and do it that way, Firefly, or whatever it's called. Not hard CMP, the other one. Fuck, where have I put that? Actually, hard CMP would be easier at the point, yeah. Or whatever. My 3D, I think it's hard CMP. I think there's two of them, and I can't remember which one I'm using. You designed that program? Did you, for real? Oh, what's up? Thank you. I can't remember if I'm using it or the other one. One of them is older, one of them is newer, and Milo's got me using the newer one, but I actually can't remember what it's called right now. I'm trying to find my Freelancer development folder right now. You can't see it, but I'm trying to find it so I can get my tool going. UTF edit is newer. I don't think it's UTF edit. I haven't heard of that. What's UTF edit offer that hard CMP doesn't? Lancer edit. Yes. It's Lancer edit. Sorry, that's the one I'm using. Milo's got me on Lancer edit. I don't know how to texture yet, but I do know how to move hardpoints around. That's it. Use them all. I really wanna... I can't. Like, it's like saying I want to learn how to code, but I want to learn how to, like, do, like, slight adjustments to ship models. Add, like, little fins in there and that there, even if I'm not much of an artist. Because I want to do variants of ships. Like, I want to do, like, okay, it's a Falcon, but it's got a different paint job. I just want to learn how to, like, texture. Or I want to be like, okay, it's a Falcon, but it's got red stripes over the wings. And then the elite pirates will fly the Falcon with the red stripes over the wings. And you'd be like, oh, that's an elite pilot, you know what I mean? Or, you know, they'll have, like, a giant skull and crossbones, like, paint job on the front of the nose, that kind of thing. And you'd be like, oh, that's an elite, that's an ace. Or the player can get variant ships like that. And maybe they have, like, slightly better handling and stuff as well. Stuff like that. If you get any materials, then yeah, I would like to learn how to do that. I don't know where to start. The other thing we're trying to learn right now is how to change hitboxes on shields, because it gets quite hard to hit sometimes in multiplayer, and one of the things I always want to avoid from my time of Discovery MP is shit being too hard to hit. UTF edit does that, says Firefly. Oh, really? Ooh, I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm gonna write that down, because I want to get into texturing. UTF edit, I'm gonna write it down. So, like, I've been considering one thing to do as well is to, like, slightly increase the shield hitbox sizes. So that it's easier to hit shield, especially on light fighters. Open the material files, all the textures in there. Cool. And then it's just like editing them in like a paint shop or a Photoshop or something, or Paint, right? And then just packing them back in, right? Cool. Yes, I feel like it should be pretty simple to just like add some stripes to paint jobs and shit. Like I'm not reinventing the wheel. And I would love to just mod some of the existing textures just to give them like, you know, those little like variant touches to make them a little bit different. Sir editing is a bit challenging. That's like the actual 3D part, right? Yeah, as long as the texture editing is easy, hopefully I can do that sooner rather than later. Because I do want to have like variant ship types. So that the elites, you know, fly them a bit better. That's the hitbox? Okay. Yeah, Milo hasn't figured it out yet either. Because yeah, you said it might be a little bit challenging. Okay, here we go, Lancer edit. I'm opening up Lancer edit now. I have to remember how to do this, but I guess I'll make a capture for this. Hang on. I don't have any like hideous pornography up, do I? I'm not gonna scar anyone by if this goes wrong. Hold on a second. Close that role-playing folder in case there's any nudity in it. I don't think there is. Nothing's got my address on it. Okay, cool. Let me just like add this. Max Lancer is the best way to modify models and create all the appropriate files as Firefly. Max Lancer, I'm gonna write that down too, thank you. Yeah, I'm a baby. You know, I'm a technical baby. I've only just learned last month how to use Lancer Edit to change hardpoints, which I'm about to put on the screen. So we want a window capture for Lancer Edit, which I'm throwing into this now, I guess. Hey, you didn't go straight to Lancer Edit, perfect. Okay. Like this. You can't see anything right now because nothing's loaded, but in a minute we'll be looking at ships on this, chat. Let me add a bit of transparency, like I do to the other windows. The guy made Lancer Edit is also making Libra Lancer. Yeah, that's the Libra Lancer you were talking about before. It's a pretty fucking awesome initiative, honestly. I wish him all the fucking success, I think, as we all do. It's fucking awesome to be rebuilding stuff. Big task, but fucking awesome. Because there's Lancer Edit. Let me just turn it off for a second. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to open up the Falcon Fighters CMP. So let me grab that first. I'm just gonna, you can't see me, but I'm currently in the pop-up window looking for it. Data, ships, civilian, CV fighter, CMP I think is what I want. Maybe I should try to do that paint jobbing shit while you're here, Firefly, so I can get your tips on how to do it. Is it fast? Would you say it's a fast job to like add, say, a paint stripe to one wing in UTF edit as you said it? I could even do it right now if it's a fast thing to figure out. CV fighter CMP, open that up. Okay, now I've only done this like once before successfully, but I did re-hardpoint the Rhino, but I'm gonna have to remember how to do it again. So we want to go. Once we get used to the process, okay, maybe not on stream then. I think we go view model, right? Yeah. I also want the textures here. Which one is the textures again? CV ships matte, there it is. I need to open CV ships matte. Ta-da! Oh, that's the Hawk, fuck. Click on normals. Normals? Where? CV fighter is the Hawk. I want the Falcon. Oh, it's CV elite. That's what I want. Just below the tab. Hang on a sec. Hold on. Let me actually close this. CV Elite, view model, and you said just below the tab, background grid, etc. I swear I'm not blind. Background grid. I'm so not blind. I totally... You were close. Oh! There it is! What's this? Or is that just like emphasizing the hard points? Normal. Spiky. It is spiky. What is this representing? I am such a baby and like modeling and shit. What does this mean? I gotta learn how to use this stuff more because there's some cool as fuck custom free to use ships I want to add to the mod at some point. Bounds. V-mesh wire. Grid. This is how you can make things more 3D. No? Okay, so here's our hard points. 1, 2... Blah, blah, blah. I want to add... Just like... You know, it doesn't really need to be anything. It can just be like on the side and can be like a fixed gun. Probably just like put it in the nose. I should make the model for this thing non-existent too. Put it in the middle, yeah. Probably just like put it in the middle on the nose right there. Also just lore appropriately makes the most sense. Either that you'd put it here, but that's an intake. So lore-wise, let's put it right there. Now I just have to remember how to do it. Put it in the middle inside the ship. I guess, yeah, actually, I guess I could just put it inside the ship so you ride on it. Yeah. I don't think it really matters, but yeah, I could do that. Hot seat, baby. Don't remember the ships being so simple. It's because they look so fucking good, Karzette. They look so good in practice. Like, yeah, it's like old graphics, but when you see it in game, I think it looks fantastic still. It looks majestic. Anyway, so I gotta remember how to do this. So, it's simple. I just have to remember how to do it. Is it hierarchy? I think it's hierarchy. And I open this up. And I need to make a new hard point. Right? Yeah, so... 1, 2, 3, right there. And then there should be some more, right? There's definitely more than that. Oh, it's because sections have them. So then you have... Bum bum. Bum bum. Because these are the different destructible sections. So like this whole wing can come off. There's an engine hardpoint technically. Beeps, what's up, Dry Socks? How you doing? Top fin has running lights and contrails, but no weapons. Da, 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 da. So all I want to do is add another hardpoint here to the main model. There's like a method to this madness. I have to add it. I think I have to rename it somewhere else. I think I can copy it here. Hang on. So copy this one. How's everyone doing here? Good, thank you. Duplicate. I don't want to mirror. I guess I have to. Mirror Y. Good, yeah, we're doing things. Now I just want to bring that down. Not that it should matter too much, but I want to bring that down. How do I do this again? Do I just click it? There's like, I can get the handles. How do I get the handles again? Edit. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's no handles, you do this. Okay. Oh, you're not doing good, Firefly? I'm sorry to hear that. I think I'm in position to go down, right? Yep. Rough month. That fucking sucks. I'm sorry to hear it. I hope things get better for you. Because this is, there used to be a ship graveyard of all the ships that got thrown away. See, I'm fiending for custom ships. I downloaded a few packs, like Curse's pack of like ships that are free to use if you can get them into your mod. And I'm fiending for it. I've got a few that I've got on the docket that when I'm not busy making other shit work, I want to try to get some custom ships in. I'm a real fucking fiend sucker for custom ships. Let's go to -2. So right there, and then just hide it further back in the ship probably. Z, right? Yep. Like that. Firefly says, dude I know has every ship in his mod, including ships from other games you got permission for. Damn, you got permission from other games? What games did you get permission for? That's rad. That's like me if I didn't restrain myself. I love having all the different cute ship types. Like, yeah, give me 1,000 ship models, but no. It's better to have everything of a purpose. One day, perhaps. So there's a new hardpoint there. I actually don't think I need to do anything else because I'm happy with the name of it. I think I just apply it. And I think it's as easy as that, unless I've forgotten an important step. I think I have to, like, click apply hardpoints now. But yeah, I think it's as easy as that. So we've just added a new weapon. And he'll never get to release date. Yeah, that is the problem. And so for those of you watching, wondering how this works, so this is also, you can define how the hard points work. Like that yellow there, that's the arc of them. That's how much they can turn left and right. Obviously they're fixed heading as well. So close that, right? We should be good. I mean, just minimize it, I guess. Just minimize it, don't need to close it. Now I'm gonna replace that CV Elite CMP. And if I've done this right, we've just added a whole new hardpoint. Beagle's custom B mode work. I need my CV Elite. Re-hard pointed. We're gonna add that to my game folder. And now we just need to define that new hardpoint. Now that hardpoint is HP Weapon 07. And as you see, like, all the different parts of what we're doing here, you'll see everything links together with Freelancer. It's just a whole bunch of different, all these different systems that link together, but once you get to know them all, you know, you can kind of learn them one at a time, and then you get to know them all, and it all works out. So now we need to go to Ship Arch. Luckily, I've already had experience with a bunch of these, so I kind of know, we know when I read, like, HP Weapons 07, I'm like, oh, I know where that goes, that's in Ship Arch. That's what I do next. So, where is Ship Arch? It's probably in the ships folder. Beagle would make the most sense. There it is. Now we want to go to our Falcon. Falcon HF. We come down to here, and bada bing, bada boom. We define our hard points now. So for each class of weapon, we define what hard points that weapon can go on. In this case, we have a new hard point type to add, and that is going to be HP Weapon 07, that's the one we just added. New hardpoint add, I mean, but we're going to add the weapon type. And the weapon type should be HP Gun Special. I think I'll use 10. I don't think we can make new ones. We're going to use the existing ones. So I guess I'll use HP Gun Special 10, because I don't think anyone else should be using that. We're starting from the bottom, I think. Yeah, what's this? This is like... Yeah, we shouldn't be using HP 10, because these would be codename weapons, I think, in the vanilla game. Firefly says his mod used to be focused on adding free space Babylon 5 and a new thing he made up in the one mod, but now I think he's just adding everything that exists. Yeah, it's like road tech. That's like not how I do it, but I understand the drive so bad. I understand the drive. So now we have just defined on the Falcon our new hardpoint 07. Oh, this is the corner. We don't want that. So now it'll only take... You can only mount Gun Special 10 class in HP 07. So what do we have to do now? The last thing is to go back to our new zero pointer device, and we need to make this a weapon that goes into that slot. So HP Gun Special 10. Now you should only be able to mount these kinds of weapons in that hardpoint, so you can't put different guns in there. Firefly says, I preferred making unique concept projects and releasing them so other people could have new ideas to play with. I mean, as me who isn't very technically apt, but loves to tweak things, people like you are a godsend for me, because I can't make my own shit, but I love taking over people's shit and rebalancing it, you know? What's the model of this gun? I'd like to change that too while I'm here if I can. I think this is the gun. I'm gonna leave it for now. Yeah, people like you are my heroes, Firefly, thank you. Let's test this, see if it works. And then it's gonna be a process of tweaking the projectile speed until it feels like it's what we want in MP. So that'll be like a little bit of a process. Oops, that's the wrong save. Oop, and I've got VS Code up still, sorry. Let's get rid of that. Shouldn't there be a new hardpoint here, or did I not do it right? There should be. There should be a... I think I didn't do something right, because there should be an empty slot here now for that. Unless I already had an HP Weapon 07, I didn't notice. Maybe there already was... There probably already was one. I don't know. Let's see. No, there's Hardpoint Shield. Shouldn't this be showing up now, then? Shouldn't the Falcon now have a new hardpoint to fill? Why am I not seeing that? Right here on the left, there should be a a new one of these slots empty that says class 10. I don't really know what I've done wrong that it's not showing up. It should be there. It worked when I did the Rhino. What have I done wrong? You saved the ship file, right? I did. I did. I will double... Maybe I didn't? Maybe I didn't, actually. Maybe I actually didn't save it. Let's double check. Looking at my ship file in game, I should be, yeah. Where did I save that to? Let's double check. Save as CV Elite Rehard pointed. Maybe I didn't do it right, folks. That would be a pretty good explanation of what's going on here. And I'm going to try to copy it back in again. Because everything else should be done right, I think. Okay. Let's minimize Lancer edit. Let's jump back in. Hopefully this time it's working. Otherwise I'm confused. Nope, what the fuck? What have I done wrong? Why? What the fuck? What the fuck? HP weapon 07. HP gun special 10. What? What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? Why is this not showing up? HP type 10. HP weapon 07. Boom. Show me my hardpoint. Sorry, the VS code is still up. I'm just checking real quick. Now it worked. Okay, it must have just been the way I wrote it. When in doubt, just copy-paste existing code. But there we go. So we cannot put other shit in there. But we can put it in there in our new hardpoint. Is it actually, like, showing up on a model down there? Oh, it totally is. Look. Look at the nose. Look at the nose of this thing, and then we're gonna add the laser. God, that's a sexy autocannon, by the way. Sorry, I just wanted to look at the autocannon model again. Anyway, that's our nose. Right now, the way it looks is we buy this, and then we have, like, this, this probe sticking out. I kind of dig it. I might actually put it further in and put it to one side of the nose so it looks like, let me show you. Let's probe someone, yeah. Where is it? We can do like this aesthetic. We can do like the Black Hawk fueling probe and stuff like that. Make sure it doesn't move. Yeah, we can make it like this little probing thing. Or I can make it like a tiny little ball on the bottom, like the observer pods. And then it's like lore appropriate, you know? It's like, oh yeah, there's my little targeting device. Cute. Anyway, the point is it mechanically works for right now. Well, it's mounted. So now we're gonna take this fucker out. Projectile speed is 2700, yep, that's all good. The only downside of having this weapon on is it'll lie to you what your weapon ranges are at, but you can learn that by turning it on and off. Let's take this out, and I want to see how it affects things. So one day this will be called, you know, I'll have an ID for it when I get Kite to help me. But for now, this is how it is. And the idea would be we have a special... Just add it to the DL file. Yeah, I don't do the IDs myself because I'm a baby. The IDs are kind of like Milo's baby right now. I once knew how to do them, but I'm trying not to fuck them up for him right now by stepping on his IDs. But yeah, I can just let her do them myself as well. Right now, even like an XML file work together on. And, way, Bazinga! Wait, is that doing the opposite of what I want, though? A faster gun? I want it to be the opposite. I want these to be slower. A faster gun in the mix will make the targeting be closer. I want the opposite. I want the gun to be way slower, I just realized. So I need it to be... Go back to weapon equip. Luckily, we don't have to do all that other shit now. Like, that's just setting up the framework. I want it to actually be like 1,000. Try again. So now... Come at me, bro. Now it's giving me more lead. Now this will be different in multiplayer. This was designed for multiplayer. We don't need it in single player, but I still just want to see in single player what it feels like. And like try to like kind of deal this in. But hey, we basically just made a zeroing system. Are you guys impressed? We just invented weapon zeroing in Chris Roberts' Freelancer, basically. Still accurate too, because it's quite a small amount of lead here. What I really want to see is if I get one of them into the turn battle, where usually you're hitting behind, how much it'll help. You will notice though that when you have this zeroing system on, you might start shooting too far in front of enemy ships when they're going backwards in engine kill. Maybe it'd even be cool to have a couple of these on your ship, and then you could have 2 different ones for 2 different scenarios. Give me the twofer. Give me when there's 2 of them, so I can get into a real fight. Here we go. Give me the twofer. Put the zeroing on. That's the great thing, is I can just hit 1, 3. It's just weapon groups. And now I'm leading the target more, which means I'm usually in combat like this, you're... Ah! Fuck. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck, ow, ow, ow. You're falling behind. One thing to note is because it's the average, when it's only with one other gun, the zeroing effect will be way different. So when you have this FX, when you have this zeroing tool, and you're using it with 4 other energy weapons, it's only 1/5 of the average. But when you only use the zeroing tool with the autocannon, it'll be a much bigger difference, because it's one weapon and it's only 2 weapons, you know? But hey, look how fucking easy it is to hit them in the turn now with the zeroing set right. It's like my targeting computer fucking works properly now. But when I try to shoot the autocannon when they're not turning, because it's so much more of a drastic effect, it's not gonna hit. See how it's going in front of the nose now? Hey, it kinda works, so that's so cool. Alright, let's try and kill him. So as long as you understand that the zeroing won't make you just more accurate, but is for a specific reason, and you flip to it when you need it, it's gonna be helpful for you to get better shots. Ow, ow, get the fuck off me. Ow, ow, I'm fucking dying. I'm gonna die. But it works. Let me see the autocannon too. So this is autocannon difference. Drastic differences in the lead of the autocannon. And this is why it might be good. I think 2 is the right number of these devices. If you have 2 of these devices, then you can use them to zero different weapons into preset groups easily. And then you can also, if you want to, combine 2 different types of zeroing weapon to change the average even more. So probably we add a second one of these, and then create like a couple different velocities. Like for the autocannon, I'd want probably a 1500 projectile speed one. Let's do that. Fuck it, we're on a roll, let's do it. We're on a fucking roll, baby. Go back to Lancer Edit. And we're gonna do it again. We're gonna view the model. We're gonna add another one. So we're gonna move this over to be cute like the Black Hawk Pro, like we said as well. Set targeting speed to double front. Huh? Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, you could combine them and be even more lead. Which, I don't know why you need that, but maybe you're fighting some fucked up demon light fighter I invent 2 years from now that goes ridiculous speed and you need it. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not gonna do that, don't worry. Nomads, yeah. So we're gonna duplicate this, we're gonna make another one. Mirror X, I guess. Issue weapon 8. Aren't we having fun? Aren't we learning things? Let's edit this. X is left to right, X is left to right. Bias it over to the side a bit. Little bit closer. And yeah, we probably make it so they can't move, I agree. Because the targeting computer doesn't care about that, it just cares that they're selected. We'll have one go a little bit lower. Like this. That should be fine. And we want to change their arc, right? So they can't move. That's position, this is rotation, so... Axis, I think this is what I want. No, is it? Yes. No? Yes? No? That looks like what I want, yeah. Set that down to 0 so it can't move. Though really it should be able to move, but it looks that would require a different probe. Anyway, we're gonna set it like that. It's got a camera on the end, guys, you know. Apply that. We're gonna do the same thing with this one, where we're gonna bring it over. Go up. You're gonna layer them over the top of each other, like this cool little information warfare suite. Which is basically what they are, and well, not really information warfare, but they're definitely a targeting pod. Again, change the arc so they can't rotate at all. I only know about this because Milo has taught me how to use programs like this. Bless Milo for letting me be tech literate here. Apply that too. And now we are going to apply hard points. We are going to remember to save it this time. That's an important part of the process, it turns out. Minimize that. And once again, we're going to bring it over. CE Elite Re-Hard Pointed CMP. Yep. Boom. And now we just have to go back to... It's all quite easy when you get used to it. We just have to go back to Ship Arch again and add another one. So now it's going to be HP Weapon 07 and HP Weapon 08 can both mount these. We have 2 HP weapons now. Then all we have to do is make new ZPs. So this one, which we can probably change the names of because it's a ZP1000 now, but we'll do that in a minute. This one is 1000 muzzle velocity. And I said I probably want one at 1500 for the auto cannons, I think. You could also be smart and just have 2 the same, but yeah, probably 1500, 1600. Let's make one that's like 1600. Now, Firefly says we don't even need IDs for it. We'll see about that. I'm skeptical, but Firefly's been modding for this game since I was like 13 years old, so I should probably listen. This is the 1000M. This will be the 1600M. And because I'm going to be changing this stuff around, it's probably easier for me if I just call this ZP1, ZP2 from now on. Rather than getting fancy. So ZP1, ZP2. Projectile speed is going to be 1600 here. ZP2 ammo. ZP1 ammo. Add it to weapon good. That'll be ZP1. We're going to make another one. So apparently, you reckon I can add this without an ID at all? We'll see. I feel like I've tried this before and it's crashed, but we'll see. It'll be ZP2 for 101, just so I know which is which. Got a market misc. ZP1, ZP2. It'll complain. How will it complain? I think I just did everything I need to. Let's jump in and test. Where is it? I don't see it. Where is it? Firefly, where is it? Got my 2 hard points at least. Over there. Where? Where? You've pranked me. You've had me on. It's not working! You need IDs, I swear! I need an ID for this. I only have one testing ID too. And the Molly one didn't work last time. I don't think I can reuse the same testing one. Try one. I'll try it. I respect you. I will try it because I respect you. I respect your experience. Hey! Look who was right! This is why, even when you don't think something will work from your experience, you should listen to someone who knows a lot better than you. Hey! There it is! As promised. Oh, interesting. You don't even need the range for it to work. Interesting. Anyway, yeah. Perfect. Okay. There is indeed a nameless thingy there. As long as I can still select it in the weapons list, which I should be able to. Perfect. Let's try this out. Oh, I didn't even look at it too. What does it look like?
This is Navy Delta 11 to Freelancer Alpha 1-1.
There they are.
A scan on your cargo bay for contraband.
They can still go up, but they can't go left or right.
I didn't find anything.
I gotta make it so they can't go up and down, but you can see them there. They look like a Micro Machines toy I once had. Our little dual probes there. Yeah, get probed. You're gonna get probed. Yeah, it really does look like the Black Hawk probe, don't you think? The fuel probe. I'm gonna do some refueling now of my Falcon. And yeah, we can turn it off, on and off easy. Sick! Okay, great. So, let's test it out again. So I'm gonna put... This one is 1,000, this one is slightly faster. So I'm gonna put just a general lead on my main weapon group. And I'm gonna leave the AC as it is, probably. The way this complicates is I'm going to need to make more weapon groups. Can you have more than 3 weapon groups? This is where it gets difficult. I don't know if you can actually have more than 3. Unfortunately. You can have up to 8 of these. I wonder why there's only 3 here. Is it because I've only bound for 3? Right now I don't think I have it bound. It's down here. Maybe if I activate weapons group more. Okay, let's I haven't needed more than this so far, but I'm going to now. 4, 5, which unbinds that naturally. Okay, so I can, you just can't see it. But you can't see it in the HUD here, but you totally can, so that's fine. So now we've got Winchester with a ZP2 zeroing device on. We have the heavy AC, normal, and then we're gonna have Winchesters with the heavy lead on, and heavy AC with some lead on. Bit complicated, but hey, we're trying to be an advanced player here now, right? So we've got the 1600 meter projectile speed weapon just as a general lead now. We probably missed a shot there as it turned, we maybe wouldn't have, I don't know. But the accuracy overall feels great, and because you can fine-tune this so much, and this is why I want to provide a suite of them to be able to buy, that was added by a plugin. Oh, it's a fucking awesome plugin, Firefly. It means we can configure this to what we like. And I feel like this is going to be fucking awesome for increasing your accuracy in multiplayer, because you rely on this targeting computer so much, and being able to tweak it like this on the fly, I think is going to just massively increase hit rate. I really want to get into one of those infamous turn battles. Because that's where you'll really see the value of this, I think. Like, try and turn battle me, dude. It's hard to, like, make them do it. They love to get into it, but it's kind of rare. Which is good, because I tried to make it rare, because it's a bad tactic. No, I think the only thing to do is going to be to get into a game and try it out. Head on, you really don't want the zeroing on. It's gonna do you more harm than good. Here we go. Heavy lead. Yeah, baby! Fuck yeah! You know how normally you see me like struggling to hit with the targeting leading crosshair when they get into that turn? Look how fucking easy that is now. Because we invented zeroing, baby. It's an important part of firearms, it turns out. Nice! Now, this might change for multiplayer, but so far I'd say these numbers feel pretty decent. Most likely. Maybe we just jump back on the server and do some more combat tests. I'm excited though, you can tell I'm excited because it was just a simple little idea and it's working out perfectly. And I think it's a lot less fiddly than doing the like sub-targeting bullshit. I think it's nice and easy, gives us a lot of options. Yeah, maybe we just hop back on. And try out those Silverton spawns too while we're at it. Yeah. The only other thing I would do would be to add more options, but let's just try this out. I'm excited. Okay, so Jeff, if you're still here, Jeff, and you want to play some more, I'm gonna remote into the server, so I'm gonna take it down now. Anyone else happens to be on as well. You wanna do some more flying to me, Jeff? You wanna go wingman again? Let's test out this new shit. Oh, I haven't done this for the other ships yet, so if you're flying the light fighter or the very heavy fighter, I'm sorry you won't have these targeting devices. But if you fly a heavy fighter, you'll have one. I'll add them afterwards. This seems to be working well, so let me just take the server down. If anyone else is here, like I know Britt was here before, if anyone else is to jump on and like co-op it up, feel free to hop on. Especially the medium whilst you were gone. Yeah, the medium, I definitely want the others to be ships you can solo as I think you were doing with the light fighter, but the medium is definitely like the default infantryman of the mod, and is definitely the basis to learn. So you can compare the other ships to it, because the very heavy fighter you'll have a hard time soloing unless you play it very differently. Server's going back up now, Jeff, so when you see it, come join me. Oh, and fetch Origin first, of course. Make sure you fetch Origin first. For a minute, I was like, fuck, did I have to fetch Origin? No, I did the fucking... Wait, no, yeah, I need to push it, actually. Don't join yet, Jeff. I forgot to push. That's what I forgot. Gotta push my changes. So I've got to take the server down again in a sec. Okay, so what am I going to write this as in Git? Spawn tweaks and invented zeroing devices. New 0-point weapons that exist purely to manipulate the target crosshairs leading average, and are put in new ZP-only hardpoints on the Falcon and soon-to-be other ships as well. Commit. Push. Alright, now Jeff, you should be able to fetch Origin. Bless Milo for setting this all up to be so easy for you all to join like this. And I'm just gonna take the server down so it can update. And then in about a minute you should be able to join. Milo is such a fucking champion. This is also easy to do for a Luddite like me. Milo has it set up like I can literally just turn the server off by remoting into the server, and it automatically downloads the latest updates from Git and updates the server to my version. It's so fucking easy for development. I can do shit like this with, like you guys are seeing live. Literally just remote in, close the server, press the X on the program, and it automatically puts all my changes on there, and I can just go test it on the server. It's so fucking cool. Milo is such a champion. For that and many other reasons. So now I should be able to join. With the new version. That is a sick emote, Love Raptor. Oh my god. I love that. My Freelancer isn't loading. What the deuce? It's no good. Why is my Freelancer stopped loading? What have happened? It thinks it's still open. I'll just close it and Control-Delete. There we go. Okay. Oh, and let's go on the server. I'm gonna click off the VS Code window for now too, because we should hopefully be able to do a bit of testing now again. So there's no need to have it up for quick alt-tabbing. Could drink more of this shake, man. It's just gonna go hot and nasty. Ooh, I just spilled chocolatey milk all over my mouse pad in little drops. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. There it is. That's... You said you were Serious Revival, right, Firefly? That's yours, isn't it? What up? There's a lot of 24/7s. That's us. What up? Okay, now did it work right onto the server? There's no reason it shouldn't have. Huzzah! Isn't this game cool? It's so fucking moddable, even for an idiot like me, and that's what I love about it. It's so fucking moddable, even for what an absolute... I can't code, you know, I'm an absolute chump. But I can learn to mod this game, and that's awesome. Sorry, just drinking.
This is our stop. Thank you for your help. This is Navy Sigma 10-10 at Battleship Rio Grande. I need to dock.
Basically, it didn't come like this, but the community for this game essentially unpacked all of the files into INIs and shit, so that we can do what you see me doing on stream, where I just go in and change values and stuff in Notepad. And there, but for the grace of them, am I allowed to mod? You know, that's the only reason this mod exists, is because when I first started making this mod, it was literally just because I loved Freelancer and wanted to tweak around, and I knew I could do it just by fucking around in the INIs and learning as I go. When I first started doing it, I knew literally nothing about modding Freelancer, and these days, you just do that a little more, learn a new thing, learn a new file every day, just naturally, because they lead you around each other. You know, to do this, you got to go to that file. And hey, you get to today where actually I know my way around the files pretty damn good. Not amazing, I'm still a bit of a technical idiot. I cannot fucking code, I cannot do any code solutions, I cannot do any plugins. But working with what's given to me by gracious modders, I can do a fuck lot with this game, and that's awesome. You know, I just started making this mod just because I wanted my own personal tweaks, and then I was like, hey, this is actually kind of fucking sick. I would like to host a server of this. And force all of my viewers to play with me. Alright, so I'm gonna do... Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Winchesters on basic leading. This is the lesser leading. This is a 1600 projectile speed weapon. Jeff, let's go to... Oh god, Jeff, look out for the planet! Heavy autocannon. Group 3 is gonna be heavy leading for when we get in those turn battles. And Group 4 is gonna be autocannon with some basic leading, just because... when it's only one weapon, less leading fucks with the crosshair more. This might still be too much. So mainly, we're shooting... This is just a basically zeroed general purpose weapons group for normal multiplayer fighting. Should be pretty good. You will notice if they're reversing backwards, I think it'll be bad though, or like if they're turning. Any situation where you might have shot in front of the target already, this is going to make it much worse. I think that's generally pretty rare though, because... The targeting computer in Freelancer tends to err on the side of being too slow to the target rather than too fast, I find. But when you're like jousting each other, it probably becomes a problem then. When you're flying head on each other, a small like offset from the enemy flying at you can become too big because of your zeroing here now, and you might miss easy jousting shots that you wouldn't have otherwise. If I see that happening a lot, I'll make a new group that has no zeroing at all. But I think overall, having a little bit of zeroing will help quite a bit, just in general shots. Just aiming for the nose of enemies rather than the middle will help us miss a lot less shots, I think. Doctor says, thanks for getting me hooked on Mecha Bellum. I hope you play it again soon. I was going to play some today, but honestly, too addicted to Freelancer now, baby. Having too much fun testing it with Jeff. I invite any of the other invited testers to come hop on. And if anybody in chat, by the way, if any of you... we don't have enough testers, you know, we've invited like 12 or 14 people, but everyone's busy and, you know, only a few hop on, that's fine, because there's not much to test right now. But if you're in chat, I'm doing invite-only testing right now, but if you're in chat and you really want to test this, please tell me and I'll invite you to the playtesting. If you see this kind of combat and you're like, yeah, I want to do that kind of combat, even for 10 minutes, then, you know, or an hour, then hop on. You're welcome to. The server's up 24/7 right now. It's just, you know, still very whip and bare bones of what there is to do. As we lay the rails by piece. Let's go to Cheyenne first, Jeff, and then we'll go check out Silverton afterwards. I want to get into another big brawl over at Cheyenne. Or, you know, just see what the spawns are like as the server's just gone back up again. Jeff is now running Braves, which are the fastest firing bounty hunter gun line, but they're still slow firing, so that's 2 a second. So, for example, these are like half of what my guns do for damage, but twice as fast. So, my Winchesters go boom, bong, these will go boom, boom, bong, but they do half the damage to make up for it. They do a little bit more than half. I've got it balanced in a certain way. To reward faster firing guns a bit. Just got the zeroing as well. You've got that fucking Rack 10. And a Shredder AC that I'm sure you can't use. Yeah, because you got the Rack 10, that's right. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Here we go. Now let's see what the zeroing feels like on the multiplayer. Good hit. Oh. Good hit straight away.
I've got a bandit in my sights.
Amazing leading on the stationary target there.
I've got a visual on hostile target, lining him up.
Bit pingy. I think when the server first starts up, it seems to be pingier than normal.
I've got a bandit.
For me, anyway. Trying not to die here. That pew sound, that's Jeff. Way too far for me to hit with the autocannon there.
Lining up hostile.
But the other guns, nice and accurate.
Lining him up.
This primary group feels very accurate. Longwood Geek says, "Is that avocado as an avatar?" Avocado? What? You mean me down in the bottom left of the screen, the little wolfie? Oh, those flares look so hot. Good stuff, Jeff. You took any damage? No, you're good. No, if you're talking about my little man down there in the bottom left, that's just like a little wolf. A little furry piece of shit that I am is what that is, in a little Freelancer suit. Preliminary testing, didn't get to shoot a ton there, but preliminary testing, the zeroing feels like a big improvement already. I am pleased. From Final Space, very similar to that, very cool. No, I've never watched that show, but I know the one you mean. Damn, I feel like I've got an aimbot on now, I'm so accurate. Adjusting for that, like, weirdness in MP with the leading feels so fucking good. This feels amazing. I feel like I'm God.
I'm at the red line. All systems are offline.
I can't miss! It's hard to communicate, like, how much better the game feels now. Dodging. Nice one, Jeff. Doxon says there is ears poking out of the helmet. Seems like it could be an issue in Valcom. Yeah, but you see in vacuum. See, I've colored them to represent that they're in like a skin suit. See, the tail and the ears are the same color as the bodysuit to show that they're like in a rubbery kind of. They're in like an Eva suit, you know. You get it? I thought about that. Don't you worry. I thought about that. See, now I want to get my autocannoners tuned as well. I think this might be a bit too much lead. But there's only one way to try. I should start using my lead on it. you're a furry and a latex fetishist. Actually, I do not find latex hot at all. Oh god, there goes the rack on Jeff's ship. Actually, no, I do not like latex at all. Oh, this is a turn fight, so put on the bigger lead. And punish. Yeah, motherfucker! If I can aim right. Oh, I just hit Jeff.
Everything by the numbers.
There's still like a certain amount of like trying to cut the corner on this person. Add both. It's not enough lead. Add both. That's better. In MP, you actually need even more to hit him in the turn C. So this is the value of having both to add together, it seems. Stupid fucking bot just going in circles. There you go, see, so once we added both of them together, we were able to manipulate. And that's the value of having both to edit together. We're able to manipulate our zeroing right there, live on the fly, and adjust to the combat situation. I get horny for that, that's cool. That is working as intended. I got the freelancing really good, Nictus. Really, really good. Balance is feeling pretty good today. At least in this field, and we just solved a MP ping issue. That is making the aiming feel much better. Get him, Jeff! Get him with that fucking thing! Jeff's not gonna hit him with that fucking thing. That thing has got a dispersion designed to take out freighters. It's not gonna be very effective against fighters. Not unless you're really close anyway. But I love the effort. Two more enemies coming in. Nice. Nailed him. Oh, this is satisfying now. This is night and day from the other week where we just... Remember we were like trying to kill a single target for like 10 minutes and we just couldn't hit him? This is way better. That's a bit of a teleport. Oh, they took the hit in a non-critical area. That was a bad missile from me. Putting the leading on the autocannon. Nice. What do you think, Jeff? I think we're fucking them up. Probably do a couple more fights here, and then maybe we can try our luck down in Silverton again and see if we can handle the spawns as they've been cut down a bit. Jeff, many times easier. Jeff, I think you and I are fucking them up. Yeah, are you making good use of the zeroing? Is that helping you too, the concept? Because I know it's helping the fuck out of me. Like, I'm literally switching between the zeroing tools mid-fight here as I'm seeing my shots miss, and it's helping me hugely. Land more strikes, it's fucking awesome. Oops, that was my autocannon.
I've got a bandit in my sights.
I'm only releasing the first one so far. I'm using both in my... Oh, look out. I'm using both when they get into that specific situation of the turn battle. The stronger of the two, yeah. That one plus your 2100s will be pretty good in most situations, I think. That's like a pretty good general use one that I'm using it for too. And then I switch to both of them stacked together on my beams. Specifically when they're running really far away, or they're like here, or when they're like turning on me. Give me that little cannon hit. Like here, I think I might turn on both. Destroyed. Woo, this is so much better, holy fuck. Now you can just focus on the actual human element of shooting the crosshair, which is its own skill. The AI doesn't have that problem, so we need little helpers like this. Alright. Let's kill this next fight, Jeff, and let's go down to Silverton next.
Taking the shot.
I think as party leader, if I give you a waypoint, we'll get it too. Oh, I just rammed into you? Okay. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're just turreting each other. Persona says that one female death scream is fucked like the Battletech screams. Yeah, it is. I think the same thing. Ah, there's one that's like, I don't want to die! I'm like, oh, I feel bad every time. Let's get out of here, Jeff. Let's go haunt Silverton. We'll do a rearm and repair. Well, we don't need repairs, but we'll do a rearm on Denver real quick. I'm ignoring that one unless it catches us. And then we'll head down to Silverton and see how the spawns are. Great success in the Zurian weapon though, I love that. I'll get some proper IDs in for that, so it's got like a proper lore name and you can read it properly and that'll be good. I know I like keep Broken Reckoning being like, oh wow, this is so much better. It's really just because I'm ecstatic about it, because night and day here to me like 2 months ago or so when we first started switching from single player testing into multiplayer testing. And incredible? What's incredible? Really night and day? Yeah, like 2 months ago I first started testing on the server and you guys saw some of that and I was like, oh my god, my mod fucking sucks in multiplayer. Like, I was so proud of my balance in the combat. I was like, this is so fun in single player, so intense, so well balanced. And then the minute ping got involved, the multiplayer code got involved, it was like, oh my god, my mod fucking sucks. This is not fun. It's been a lot of iteration and band-aiding and fixing to get to this point now, but it feels so much better now. Like, the frustration is gone and it's feeling much more like what single player felt like to me, where this is feeling good again. Like, addictive, fun, good. This is feeling fun. I'm so happy. I really was worried at first. It was just like, oh, I guess my whole mod just won't ever be fun in multiplayer. Fuck, I fucked up. But so it's really makes me really happy to know, like, oh no, it's fine. Like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We can make it work. With ingenuity, we can fix the issues. Because I love this mod. I would have been crushed. Let me just sell my commodities too. Alright, off we go.
Needing filter 11-5. This is Planet Denver. Planetary docking cleared. Good luck out there.
Alright, Jeff, I'm waiting for you. Jeff, I have cut the spawns down in Silverton by like 1 Xenos off every one of their usual spawns. Though, there is also a new... There is one that is still 4, and it has an elite pilot in it with elite gear. Watch out for them, because they will have not only a bigger shield with faster regeneration and quicker rebuild time after it goes down, but they'll also have guns with the same projectile speed as us, 2100, which means they'll be very accurate. So if you see the 4 spawn and you see a Xenos elite, that elite is gonna fuck you up. If they get on you, they're gonna hit you really hard, really often, and they're gonna be tough to take out. The real danger. The rookies should be much easier, though.
Dog.
Actually, I'll wait for you. I'll let you form up with me and we can enter together.
Dog.
Look at my little probies. Hello. Okay, let's see. Spawns were good there, by the way, in Cheyenne. There wasn't that weird bit at the start we had last time when there was no spawns. That was feeling good. Didn't even notice, which is a good sign. Spawns are feeling balanced on Cheyenne. Now we're gonna try out a little jaunt through Silverton again and see what's going on. You and me, Jeff, we're still gonna be outnumbered. If you get into trouble, just roll your face on the keyboard. Just like go, bah! Yeah, exactly. And anything you type that isn't something else, I will take as a sign in combat to help you. Basically. Or try to, if I can. Because the enemies like to kind of just, like, it's quite random who they pick at the start, so it might be if there's 4 of them, 3 of them go on you, 1 goes on me. In which case, I want to know that I need to get them off your tail to save you, while you focus on evading. That's gonna be my dream goal one day, if we get to keep modding this, is like, one day, World of Warcraft raid UI up here, where I can just see Jeff the Hobo at all times, health, mana, energy, Jeff's target that I can click on and go on Jeff's target, that kind of shit. You see my known as Xenos base? I don't think it is actually, here we go. Tally ho, Jeff. 12 o'clock high. I'm going in, take the rookie. I'll get the vet. We're gonna get the Ace Combat music going now. It's combat time. It's fun, like, I want this to be a very good PvE mod. PvE is the basis, but I also want it to be PvP on top. And the better the PvE starts to feel, the better I can imagine PvP layering on the top of it. Like, you've got the spawns like this, and then I want to see, like, you know, like Xenos players, like red players coming in to fuck with us at the same time. We've got Navy here with us as well, which will make this easier. Be careful, Jeff, because if your missile blows up anywhere near the Navy, they'll all turn red on you. So watch your missiles when there's Navy pursuing a target. Destroyed. Destroyed. Here comes a new wing of 3, Jeff. I'm gonna go for the Eagle first. It's the slowest target. Just don't get hit by the big guns. You can hear them, they sound different. Those are tarantulas on that Xenos. That's slower firing, more damage. But these things are these very heavy fighters are not nearly as agile. We can get on their tails easy. And stay there. I love watching the missile arc in like that. It's satisfying. Oh, little ping. Xenos barely dodged that one. Extra lead for distant target. Nice. We're blowing them up, Jeff. We're ruling Silverton this time. I mean, it helps we have the Navy with us, I think. I think the Navy wing helps. How are they going? Oh, they actually got a bit fucked up. One of theirs is quite low. They're piecing out of here. I'm gonna let them go. Let's see what else we can find, Jeff. You looking good in your hull. Allosaurus, the problem with any kind of target tracking is that you need to calculate position, plus velocity, plus acceleration, except that your opponent can change your acceleration, yes. Now, most of the times in Freelancer, you will not see the AI really changing their acceleration that much, unless they're coming out of an E-kill turn and going like this, but you can account for that. Whenever you see an enemy in an E-kill, you should be prepared for your aim to be thrown off. And your own targeting as well, if you're E-killing. Mainly the main thing with enemies in this is turning. The targeting computer can of course not accommodate for the fact that they're turning. It doesn't go like, oh, if they keep turning, you should shoot here. It will always just show you if they just happen to like immediately start going straight from that point, that's where you should shoot. So that's why if you're constantly turning, it's much harder to be hit. That's why, you know, that's basically the basis of evasion now, the way this combat works, is keep changing your direction as long as you're far enough away from the enemy's gun so their travel time is long enough for you to evade the shots. Tally rear, Jeff. I'm on the veteran. It's so sick because Jeff's got a Navy tag, so they actually say like preparing to take on Navy Epsilon 11, which is Jeff's unique tag for this login session. I think that's so cool. So if you've like grinded your rep up and you're like a big friend of the Liberty Navy, then they don't call you Freelancer, they actually call you like, because of Adox's plugin, they actually call you like Navy. If you were a Xenos player, if the Navy would be calling you like targeting Xenos, you know, Alpha 5. I think that's rad. I think I gotta turn on the Liberty Navy spawns. They're too often. I think it's because you did the reset command. Yeah, you did. You did the Navy reset command. But normally in gameplay you'd have to like earn that, I guess, unless we offer you a reset for it. You'd have to, like, actually do missions with the Navy and stuff. Yeah, the only... I like the rate of the Xenos spawns here now. The only thing I don't like is the Navy is having all the fun and spawning way too often for what their percentages look like. And bailing us out too often. Tally 3, Jeff! I'm on one of the vets. Let me know if you get in trouble. There is 3 of them here. We haven't got Navy to bail us out. I think at least one's on me. Is that Navy back again? Yeah, the Navy's back again. That's what I mean. The Navy kind of shows up in every fight, which we gotta lower a bit. I'm on one on your tail, Jeff. Oh shit! There's one on my tail too.
I can't believe it. I lost a wingman.
The Navy have actually turned green to me because I've shot enough Xenos. They're like, you're awesome. Why is it they can teleport? Is that lag? That's just lag, yeah. It's not like a special ability, it's just lag. Destroyed. Number 1. Coming from the north. With the Navy, this'll be a slaughter. Oh, I gotta get out of here. I fucking missiled the Navy or something. Ah! Do they go on you, Jeff, when I annoy them, or do they only go on me? I hate that. I wish I could turn that off. I hate that, like, a missile hits them and, like, they all go mad at you. Because it's gonna happen. It barely even damages them. It's so annoying. I wish I could just turn that off. Okay, they've despawned, so hopefully I'm good now. I've, like, burned all my countermeasures, though, to get away from them. Nope, they're still there. Ah! They haven't despawned yet. Fuck. Tally ho! As long as the Navy don't catch up, I'm gonna engage these ones. They still had some shield there and the missile got absorbed. Shouldn't have fired. I got a little bit of heat on me, but I think I'm okay. Oh, I feel so fucking accurate! That one's lit. You can tag him, Jeff. There's one behind you. It's on nothing. I got him, I got him, I got him. I'm evading, my shield's down. How's Jeff doing? Jeff's okay. I need to keep my hull up. I'm the one in trouble. Flying over to you, Jeff. I might need some help. I think they're all on me, or 3 of them are. Oh, those flares are gorgeous. Milo did such a good job with those. I want to get this one off Jeff's tail if I can, because I want Jeff to help me. So I'm going to try to help Jeff while I run from the other 3. Jeff, I'm going to try to get one off your tail if you can go for the ones on my tail. Just pick one of them and work them down. Oh fuck, that's a very heavy fighter. Whoa, Jeff, we might want to run. Jeff, pop your flares and cruise. There's too many. Oh no, never mind, never mind. There's Navy here. It's just a giant furball. Never mind, Jeff. We should be okay. I didn't see the Navy in the event list because I'm on the wrong thing. gonna switch to all for the targeting. It's getting way more laggy, unfortunately, when a lot of ships show up, but it's still kind of rad. I'm interested if Jeff has the same level of lag when there's this many ships. I'm gonna evade. I still have like 3 on me. I should fight one of the ones that's on me then, fuck it. They're all gonna be busy with each other, I think. I'm gonna switch it up. If you're fighting someone on your tail, they're not on your tail anymore, they're on your nose, and that's easier to deal with. Even if there's still 2 on my tail, making that 2 instead of 3, and taking out one of them will help my... I'm not really doing anything with the 3 of them on my tail right now is the thing. Shields down. Woohoo! It's like a fucking Cobra maneuver because of the ping! I'm still getting hits though, we can still make it happen. We can accommodate for that ping! I'm Australian, I'm used to it. Oh fuck. They're on my tail again. I gotta evade. And this is what I mean by the fight building up. Like, maybe a bit fast here, but it's still the idea of, like, we started with 3, then another 4 showed up, then the Navy showed up, and now we have, like, this, like, 14-ship fight going on that started with just, like, 6. 5 or 6. I think that's rad, honestly. I think that's really fun. As long as it's not every time, I think it's fun that that can happen. Missile! Yeah, buddy. That's 1 down. How's Jeff doing? Jeff's okay. There's a target. The Navy's getting low. I'm gonna help finish that off. Oh, they're fleeing. They've actually, they bailed. They put their crews on. They're just getting out of here. I think we're winning. It's a good fucking fight, but I think we're winning. The Navy tipping the scales hugely. Not a great missile launch there from me. Ooh, but the missile came back around. Beautiful. I really like that even with the rubber banding, like with the too many enemies, it's still really easy for me to be accurate because of the zeroing and shit. It's just, you know, you gotta deal with it when the ping spikes. Oh, Jeff, holy shit, no! What happened? Did you hit the Navy? Oh, you blinked? Yeah, man, it happens. Like, you feel like really, like, I feel really complacent sometimes in these fights, Jeff. And then I blink, and suddenly I'm fucking dead. You gotta watch it. Oh, there's an eagle. I bet that heavy fighter, like, slammed you with all its guns. I like that, though. I like that this game can be comfortable. But, like, you've gotta keep respecting it. You gotta keep your brain on. You can never just fall asleep. Your shield went down for the first time. You're like at 90% hull. Yeah, and you're already dead. I reckon you probably got hit by missiles, too. The Eagle, Jeff, if the Eagle hit you, the Eagles have dual missile launchers. And 2 of them will take off like 80% of your hull in one salvo if they both hit. You gotta watch those Eagles, they're scary. We were doing great until then, Jeff, though. We were battling fucking tons of these fuckers. That was a terrible missile, I don't know why. We had NPCs that can one-shot people, but we're fixing that. Just because their guns are so good. Switching to autocannon. Eagle destroyed. Woo! Big fight. Wow, the only Navy that lived that was a light fighter. Out of the 4 that came in. That was a fucking scrap. Dual missiles? Yeah, same with the Eagle. Our very heavy fighters have dual missile launchers, and our missiles are really potent against hull. This is the only survivor of that fight. Is me and this light fighter Liberty Navy. That's rad. I don't know, man. I'm giddy. I'm high. This feels great. Multiplayer, space combat, ace combat. I'm loving it. I think I would turn down the frequency of the giant furballs like that a bit, somehow, but other than that, I'm fucking loving it. One's a shield burster, the other's a hull burster. Yeah, I actually haven't done anti-shield missiles yet. I'm considering them, but I think maybe for fighters I never will. I don't know. The way the combat's kind of balanced in this mod right now is that autocannons and missiles. Gonna have my light fighter buddy here. Autocannons and missiles are really powerful against hull and really energy efficient against hull. Heat efficient, but they really don't do a lot against shields. Missiles do a bit, but autocannons do basically nothing against shields. And the idea I was trying to go for there, whether or not I break this rule in the future, was basically that when your shields are up, you can't just be like... Some special weapon can't just, like, delete all of your health in an instant, you know? Like, you gotta take the shield down, and when your shield's down as a player, you should be like, oh shit, I'm vulnerable. I could get, like, hit by a big cannon or a missile, and I can focus on defense until my shields are back up, and then, you know, feel a bit safe again and be aggressive again. And I might change it in the future, I don't know, but, for now, that's how it works, basically, is that all the big... I don't want to say gimmick or cheesy, but all, like, the big special weapons generally need to get through shield to do their work. And it's worked well so far. I personally really enjoy the dual nature of combat with the switching to autocannon when the shields are down. I like to do that a lot. It's also very energy efficient. If I didn't do that, I'd probably run out of power. Though, sometimes I do both like this, because the Winchesters are quite energy efficient too, honestly. I need to, like, make power, like, more noticeable, I think, for loadouts, so that you have to think about it more. Right now, I think it's probably a bit too forgiving beyond light fighters on power. That looks like a really good missile. Oh, the engine killed it. Destroyed. The progress is made. Good job. I'm gonna head out super late here. Thank you for coming, Firefly. Honestly, I think you helped me a lot today, actually, being here. It was nice to talk to you. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again, and good luck to Serious Revival. I'm likely going to see you around again at some point. Lovely to talk to you. Let's just repair mine up. One more mine will do it. Let's go. And I'm full. I've still got 8 SRMs. 57, so I'm halfway on autocannon ammo. I'm a little under half on SRMs. And Jeff's almost back. Maybe if I can try to make some kills without using missiles for a while, I'll loot some off the enemy. Speaking of, contact. Solo. Let's get him, Jeff. I'm gonna try to stick to just blasters, never mind. Too many enemies coming in. Oh, I'm taking fire. I'm taking heavy fire. I got him on me. I didn't realize. Wonder how Jeff's finding the Braves. Shield wasn't down there quite yet. Gotta get that shield down. It had a sliver left to where the autocannon hit. And until we take the shield down fully, it's not gonna stop regenning. There we go. Missile away. Oh, you got an AC2 there by the look of it, Jeff. I need to buff that thing. The AC2 isn't very good right now. I need to give it more damage, I think, and more range. I think right now I've mainly... The heavy AC is the best one by far, and I need to buff the other ones to be better. One more hit, baby. AC2 isn't good, so you're really taking inspiration from Battletech, huh? Yeah, kinda. No, I do want to make it good, though. I want to make it the longer range sniper one like Battletech. And faster firing. But right now, its damage just isn't quite good enough. I want to, like, expand the ranges of combat a bit. Like, right now, we're only really doing dogfighting close range stuff. I do want to add some, like, longer range guns that are worse in close. Like autocannons and PPCs and lasers and stuff. Well, lasers are getting close, but you know what I mean. See ya. Jeff's doing just fine over here. I'm gonna take this target. And LRMs as well, long-range missiles. And maybe we'll see some new playstyles that can be viable, like... Keep me an 11 PPC die off, exactly. I want you to be able to make like the 3 PPC Eagle. And you can do interesting things to like make guns bad at close range. Like you can make the turn rate of the turrets really, really low to make them not as good at reacting to like quick agility. But yeah, no, we do have a light AC. Yeah, Jeff's using it right now, but it's just not very... It just damages it a little bit low, I think. There's also an AC-20 on the heavy fighters. I might... It's really hard to hit water cannons that are slow firing in the rear. There's a big difference between engaging an enemy in pursuit or not. Missile away. It's good, you're dead. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing an SRM hitting this fucking shit. Missiles are my favorite to use in this. I love watching the missiles go off. I'm very much an ace combat nerd. That Navy Patriot's doing pretty good, actually, of us. I got 9 Xenos veteran scouts.
Cargo.
Jeff just got that, but Jeff's got that one. Here comes more. When AC-20 plus plus. Well, that's the idea, yeah. Like, I'm literally, like, taking inspiration from how Battletech, the video game, does that. And that's actually beginning to be shown, like, the rookies you fight, Jeff, basically have shields minus. But yeah, looting an AC-20 plus in this would be horrible for the enemy. Even just looting shields plus will help your survivability so much. A little bit of extra shield regen goes so far in this combat. I want to do like some wacky esoteric stuff too, like, you know, get loot a special rare missile launcher you can't buy that like fires 3 missiles at once or something, you know? Loot like ultra auto cannons and shit. May I just watch the fight? Get him, Jeff, get him! Get him, yeah! Take that shield down!
Taking the shot.
Now hit him. Yeah, now hit him with a missile, Jeff. Now get him, get him! Oh, hang on. More contact coming in. Lots more contact. Watch out, Jeff. To our rear. I'm gonna get this one off Jeff. You got one on you, Jeff, but I'm working on them right now. As I miss horribly. It's a big fight, Jeff. Look out. There's no Navy to bail us out this time. We might die. Unless we can kill a few of them very quickly. Stiff. Jeff, run! Run, Jeff, there's too many! You're gonna run for it, I'm trying to get him off you. Where's Jeff? I see the 2 on you, Jeff, I'm coming! Ah! I'm out of missiles! Jeff, you gotta keep going forward, get to the trade lanes! Get to the trade lanes and dock with them, get out of here! There's too many of them! Our only hope is the lanes! Ah! Fuck, where are the lanes? I can't see them! There's one. Wait. There's only 3 on me now. Is one of them the one I fucking killed? No. Jeff, I took 3 of them with me. I don't know how you're doing, but I had to run. However, I'm trying to fight him now. Maybe I can take him on my own. There goes one. Fuck you, buddy! Jeff, survive. I'm gonna come back for you in a second. Just keep dodging. You can do it. I believe in you. calm down. Come on, motherfucker. Oh shit. That's another 4 that are coming in. I'm coming back to you, Jeff. No, I got cruise disrupted! Oh fuck! Jeff, keep running! More of them showed up! Ah! I'm just trying to out-turn the cruise disruptors. I think I got away. I think I got away. I'm coming for you, Jeff. Wherever you are. The Xenos can definitely stack up really hard. Maybe I don't need to turn down the Navy wing. It hasn't showed up for a while. Maybe it's fine. What I do need to do is have less simultaneous encounters. There's too many of them. Maybe slow the repop time a bit. They stack up too quick. Pretty fucking intense though. Pretty awesome. I've still got some following me in cruise, unfortunately. But they're starting to drop off me now. They have like a leash range where they're like, we're done. Okay, Jeff, I'm really close. I'm coming. Hopefully you're still okay out here.
Everything by the numbers.
I'm on my way to help ya! I'm coming in from the west! Oh, your hull's low. You shook him? Oh, you're good? Okay, cool. Oh, we need to repair and refit, I think. Let's head back to the lane. There's gonna be another thing you can run to around here too, which is there's a Liberty frigate, which I haven't put proper guns on, but once I do, you'll be able to run like here and maybe find it if it's around. And use that as a big mothership to hide around, basically. I'm gonna go somewhere new, Jeff. I'm gonna take the lane right, I'm gonna wait for you, and then we're gonna take the lane right, and we're gonna go to Pueblo and rearm repair there.
Dock.
Because it's closer, we can just fly back into the field. Drink some more of my milkshake while I'm at it. This is awesome. I like how this feels a lot. I'd say like the spawns can dogpile a little too quickly, but other than that, I'm liking the difference. They seem to be bonus spawning less as well, which is good. Alright, here we are at Pueblo. Denver's back over... Where is Denver? Oh, is that Denver? No. Where the fuck is Denver? I think it's behind the sun. That's why I can't see it.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me. Out here to get us killed.
Yeah, Denver's behind the sun. That's why I can't see it. So that's where we just came from over there. We're on the other side of the system now. Right in their chat, that's where the Xenos base is. We don't want to go there yet.
This is Navy Sigma 8 Navy Silver 11-5. I'm scanning your cargo for contraband.
Am I Navy now?
There's nothing here I want.
I might be Navy too. I might have got my rep high enough to be called Navy.
Only one more waypoint to go.
Let's repair up. 30k on repairs.
Complete. Loading.
Always bringing this burden dry on countermeasures and SRMs. Yes, I am. Before I started doing this test now, I was like, is 26 SRMs too many for one fighter ship? Should it be No, it's not. It's a good number. It's a pretty good number for some successive fighting. You run out a lot. Can't buy nanite repair burst charges, you're only on Denver, whoopsie. Oh well, that's just the thing. I don't use them much around here anyway. Stemmiel says, so the military can just ghost enlist you? I guess, yeah. I never agreed to be part of the Navy, what the fuck? Oh, it's still our bounties too. Yes, 11 bounty veterans is 55k just for that, not even counting the other loot I get. Profitable little encounter.
Navy Silver 11-5. This is Pueblo.
Yeah, I'm Navy
We are
Silver.
cleared for launch. Good luck out there.
My rep got
This
changed.
is Navy Omega 17.
Alright, waiting for you,
Lambda
Jeff.
17-2. Stand by, I'm scanning your cargo bay. You're clean.
I know. I gotta convince someone to come on PvP now. I gotta convince someone to make like a Xenos pilot. Which is easier said than done because I've been balancing everything with lawful players in mind right now.
This is Pueblo. Everything's go for launch. Good journey.
I haven't like made like a Xenos starting area or anything, you know. What kind of weight classes are you gonna have for the ships in this mod? So right now we have light fighters, heavy fighters, which are basically mediums, very heavy fighters. Let's just cruise in, Jeff. And then we have freighters. I'm probably gonna put in some more fighter-sized classes for niche things like support ships that are like combat support ships that can do things like have a repair gun for quicker healing than the repair mine, or like electronic warfare ships and stuff like. But they'll probably still be based on like light, medium, or light, heavy, and very heavy chassis, I guess. Eventually, I really want to. When it's not just bloat, I want to put in bigger ship gameplay, like frigate-sized ships, like vessels that you crew with dozens or hundreds of people. Frigates, in lore, I mean, not in person. Frigates, cruisers, destroyers, and battleships and carriers, stuff like that.
Attention all wingmen. This is Navy.
But I'm not
Iota
starting with that.
16 to Navy Silver 11-5. You will submit to a cargo scan.
Because without a purpose, those kinds of sizes of ships can just be annoying in a mod, so... Governor says, I'll be a
You're all
criminal,
clear.
you're brave.
Nothing unusual.
Contacts, right?
Incoming.
Can I say to the nomads? I don't want to spoil too much, but the nomads are going to be involved with like a little treasure zone, most likely. So you can side with the nomads in the sense that no, they hate you, but you can use them to third-party other poor players trying to treasure hunt in their systems. Third-party them, steal the shit, and then leave. You can like utilize them will be the plan, but you can't like get nomad rep. No, I'm not planning to let you get nomad rep. That's kind of shit you're into. They're gonna stand up into a game like this, Samuel. I want to do it. We've already got an NPC frigate in. I want to do player capital ships like that, but they have to be done right. I really think they're fucking sick though, so you can bet they're probably gonna be in. There's already a frigate in, and yeah, I'm into that shit too. So I agree with you. You accept the worm? I'm sorry. At this time, no plans for you to, in the future, be able to ally with the nomads. But, hey, maybe. Hey, maybe one day. They're not even in the game yet for us. They're not even in the mod yet for us, but we'll see. Right now, I'm planning for them to be the ultimate PvE enemy around here for the moment. Raid zones, basically, where you go to get the best loot. Basically, imagine like a system that's really fucking weird and hostile and just filled with spawns of nasty high-tech aliens, and it's also filled with like juicy lost tech loot. That's the idea I have for those for nommies. Governor says I'll be the one vocal nomad supervisor who forces you to cater to my insane whims. I welcome it. Please do. Please do be. Oh, Jeff, you got fucked up. Do you have repair mines or do you need mine? Come here. Is Jeff still fighting? No, just good.
Scanning. Cargo.
Here, let's, I'll repair mine with you if you take your shield down. I'll poop mine onto yours. When you're ready. Yep. There you go. Is yours going into me? Am I stealing your one when I do this? Sorry, I'm like banging you, sorry. Drop that shield, baby. This is how baby ships are made, basically, yeah. Contact Jeff.
Engage these guys.
Fire at will.
One's coming straight for you. I like the repair mine so far as a concept. I wanted to have some way to field repair, but not let it be a combat thing. And I think so far it does that. It's like this thing you fit in between. Exactly as I wanted, so I like those so far. Come here, Jeff, we'll do some more butt-to-butt repairs.
Let's get back to our patrol.
I'm gonna fly on top of you this time.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
It is kind of like ships fucking. I mean, Banter's right. It is like ship sex. No, it's docking. Well, it's docking. Am I getting you with it? I can't tell. I gotta turn my butt to you more. Is this MMO? Yeah, we're ERPing right now. Keep getting that shield down, Jeff. You can just leave the cargo window up so that it's easier to do. When I think about Battletech Marina, I do, Jeff. I've been thinking about it this whole time. It should be healing you for 2 red pips each, so I don't know if it's working or if you're like, I'm eating your mine and you're eating mine. I can tweak this later. 1 more mine should do you though, I think. There you go. You're ready for action. Make sure to pick up your shit. Note that the NPCs will come and loot goblin anything you leave in the air, so that's why those Navy are coming back now, because they're like, holy fuck, free autocannon shells. Oh my god, an autocannon shell, fuck yes. Tally front. Yes, this is an MMO, this is like the Space Ace Combat MMO.
I've got a bandit in my sight.
Have you ever wanted to be Trigger, Garuda, or Mobius 1 in a space MMO environment? This is your mod.
Bandit in my sights.
Welcome to B-Mod! Following a floating trail of 8 autocannon shells straight into a trap. I mean, you could literally do that to them, yes. I don't think they'd see that coming. Goodbye, baby. Ooh, my god. Oh, you've got the, that's the medium AC, the AC5, I think Jeff's trying now. I don't know if the damage is very good on that one either, yeah, either. I think I'm using the AC10, the heavy AC, and I think that's the one that got the most love. Destroyed. So far the best weapon in every class is the AWP, slowest fire at max damage. Yeah. Except for the Shredder, but yeah. Yeah, and that's something I'm trying to offset somewhat. That's why, on paper, these slowest firing guns actually all have the worst stats. I give them, like, I think, the worst... I think I give them the best range, like snipers, but I give them, like, the worst DPS. I think the worst energy per second as well. And I'm trying to make it, like... You get statistic bonuses for going for faster firing guns, because there's an inherent disadvantage to faster firing guns if you have to have your crosshair on the target more often, which means you can't dodge as much. Still a work in progress though, and the autocannons are definitely bad. The other autocannons are definitely bad. I don't think any of them with the heavy AC feel as good as the heavy AC does. gonna get the one off your tail, Jeff. We'll try to. Keep dodging, Jeff. Keep dodging. I'm getting one of them. When they stop using their ion field disruptor. You got 3 on you, Jeff. Dodge like a king. I can't get him off you! I gotta slow down so I stop up for shooting him. I got one off you. I got one off you for now. One's almost down, Jeff. I hope you're still alive. We got Navy escorts, Jeff.
Looks like I've got some company.
How is Jeff doing? Jeff's okay. I'm just gonna cover your rear now, Jeff, as the Navy comes in.
Engaging me.
Anybody who gets on you, I'm just gonna shoot. But it looks like you're clear now, I think. Good job dodging, Jeff. That was 3 on you. That was dangerous.
Bandit has me in
Well dodged.
Bogey's taking damage.
Triptych says that reminds me of MechWarrior 4. I love hearing the the medium AC go off in the pursuit. That is cool. Reminds me of MechWarrior 4. Depending on how easy it is to dodge, continuous damage weapons need to be way stronger because you just want to have a firing solution constantly. Exactly. Yes.
I can't hold it.
Yes. That's what I'm finding in this too. Is they don't even have to just be like a little bit. They have to be way stronger to be comparable. Because burst is so valuable.
Scanner shows no bandits. All clear here. We've got a mission. Patrols don't just do themselves, you know.
Hey, okay.
Okay, Jeff, come here. Oh, somebody left a bounty Xenos veteran over here. Yum yum. Cause yeah, like already my slow fire guns do like 200 less DPS. Like the fast firing guns do like 900 DPS and these do like 600 or something. Even so, I prefer these. So it's gonna be like a really big advantage. Though the difference is, I'm gonna start dropping mines for you, Jeff. I'm not gonna sit next to you this time so I don't steal your mine. But what you wanna do is just fly into mine when you're ready for it. Oh, it just went off for you really quick, actually. But yeah, like, it also depends on your battlefield, like, come fly into mine, Jeff, when you want it, which is now. Come fly into it. You'll grab its sensor. It also depends on your battlefield situation, like, yeah, you almost had it. Like, if you're outnumbered, you have to dodge a lot, but if you're, like, in, like, an even fight, and you can just stay on someone's tail, then a rapid-firing gun might be better. Xenos incoming? Because you have time now to just stay on someone's tail. Though even so, like, you know, you won't always have a target, as Triptych just said. So it's not just about dodging, it's also just, like, having the shot. However, rapid-firing guns can be easier to, like, score a hit with, compared to hit-or-miss, slow-firing guns. Pretty on you, Jeff, so watch out. I'm just getting off your tail.
I've got a hard target. Turning up the heat. I have one in my sights. Taking a shot.
You're taking heavy fire.
Lining up hostile.
I almost need more leading again for some of these enemies. At a distance, anyway. Like here, if I had a rapid-firing gun, I'd probably kill them by now, just because you score a few hits, you know? Oh, they took the damage in a non-critical area. Sometimes you'll hit an enemy and they just won't take damage. It's just like a thing. I think it's something to do with like the way the parts are laid out. That one's down. Jeff is taking a lot of fire. I gotta get him off the tail. Who's on Jeff? Right, I'm on the one that's on you, Jeff. There's a missile. Evade, Jeff! Keep evading! Like, I would argue with the slow-firing guns, I'm worse at providing cover for a wingman. Because I can be so hit or miss, I'm not providing much pressure. Whereas if I was, like, rapid-firing, I'd be able to cover Jeff better, you know? And that's what I want. That's what I want, is to be able to have a meta where different guns have different uses. There's not just like one true meta. Here, I'll stop pooping out mines for you again, Jeff. I'm to your right. I'm out of mines, never mind. Do you have any left?
Scanning. Cargo.
Yeah, you got 7. You just mine yourself. Sorry, I just stole your AC shell by habit. Because, yeah, we don't want it to just be, like, any one type of gun. Like, we don't want to then make it, like, rapid-fire guns in the meta either. We want to make it that every gun has its place. And I think it's good if, like, some guns are good for different playstyles. Like, one approach is good for a solo player who's always outnumbered. Another approach is better for a teamwork player. And, you know, that's not always going to be easier or harder on one side. Like, a solo player can handle certain amounts of encounters, but then there'll be areas where you really need teammates to survive. And in those situations, team play and team tactics and complementing weapons are going to matter more than being able to just, like, dodge forever, I think. Look out, Jeff incoming. Like if we Independence Day you when, like, you fight nomads and it's, like, crazy. I see you, Jeff. I see you're in trouble. I'm trying to get on them as quick as I can. Getting shots on one now. Missile away. I've broken one off, yeah. One's down. You're good, Jeff. Clear it off your tail. See, the ASDF face roll distress call works well. Will there be the ability to hide, shut down, go dark, avoid detection? You've got to be sneaky. I'd like to do that, but by default, it's not like a thing. You can't, like, switch your ship off like you can shut down your mech, but I would like to be able to do that, yes. Hang on, I'm just gonna tap for a sec. I was thinking exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of stuff from BattleTech you can be like, that'd be cool in this. One thing that is currently in the game, kind of, contacts incoming from your north, Jeff, from your rear, is different sensor ranges. But it needs work from vanilla to be really meaningful. But we do want to do like a bit of like, electronic warfare is cool, but I think in most games that try to do it, it's just like annoying bloat and no one likes it. I think if we can like do that though, it could be interesting, like have sensors that let you see further or less for trade-offs. Then you can like find like rare scanners or stuff. You can do stuff where like you're detectable on scanners at shorter or further ranges right now with what's available, which is pretty cool. And especially as I want to try doing longer range warfare as a part of this game, that'll be more valuable as well. Bigger ship combat will all be long range, you know, like... Bigger ships are going to be the kind of ships that have guns that shoot over kilometers, not 500 meters.
Resuming patrol detail.
Well, some guns that do that anyway. And missiles and such. And you've already seen that starting on... over here, in Alamosa, where you've got the freighters that shoot the LRMs. Honestly, just put Mecha into space. I mean, it's half of what I'm doing, yeah. Stomio says, I feel like it would be too hard to do, but having some heavy weapons to be able to throw ships off course. I imagine getting hit by some heavy weapons would feel like running into an asteroid. So it's kind of in. That is a thing. There is a value for each weapon that is like the impact force, and it does exactly that. I don't know if it works super well or if I just haven't set it to high enough levels. Like, it's currently on some of the missiles. I don't know if it only works when your shields are down, but it is a thing. Like, you will get hit by them and you'll get, like, blown the fuck off course. It is stability damage, essentially. It actually does exist. I need to be with Jeff. Jeff's repairing. I just flew off talking. Assessment of absurd value, yeah. It does make it impossible to aim when you're getting hit with shields down. It would, yeah. Look out, Jeff. From yourself. Seeing you're testing, yeah. One big thing I want to be able to add to weapons, which I think there's a plugin coming for, hopefully, is burst fire and charge up weapons. So, like, you could have a gun in this that you have to hold down the trigger and let it spin up before it can actually shoot. Or, guns that shoot a burst of 3 shots and then stop for 3 seconds and you can shoot it again. I really want to see that. Stomio says, sweet, I'm imagining my battleship turret hitting a fighter and saying it careened into the next sector. I don't know if you'll ever be able to do that in the balance I want, but I love the idea. AC-20 a light fighter, just shoot it into an asteroid, yeah. No, I like really like the idea of like combined arms naval combat. I basically want to do like Star Sector in Freelancer of like different fighter types, and you have like frigates, destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and carriers, and they all have their own role and they all go together. And then let players get in on that shit as well, not just the bots. And then have like these big fights. And that's why I really want to, you know, figure out why this server pings so much, or if it's just me, when there's a lot of NPCs. I want to be able to do, you know, big fights. You know, 8 fighter escorts and a frigate kind of thing. I'm getting hit hard. I gotta dodge more. I got a few on me. I think Silverton's feeling pretty good now, though. Hey, definitely improved. I got a nice autocannon hit there. You're done. Cold shot. I know I got ya. I think this is feeling pretty reasonable, especially with Jeff as a co-op wingman. And the Navy intermittently coming in. It's like just right now. And sometimes it goes crazy. Bye-bye. I'm getting pretty quick at killing, too. With my new guns. I got an eagle on my tail. I think I'm going to switch around on it. If I can select it, here we go. Miss it away. I wonder how Jeff's going. Got ya. Nice. How's Jeff? Jeff's fine, good. Just got a little bit of hull damage. I'm gonna get the one off Jeff's tail here. Evade missile. Hit a rock behind me, perfect. I'm on the one on your tail, Jeff. They're on my tail too, but I can handle it. Another one down. I'm gonna get another one off Jeff. Oh, this one's hard to hit. This one's squirrely. get you in the spin. Which I'm zeroed for greatly. I need to be more accurate. I, the player, need to hit my crosshair more often. My aim's all over the place. Yeah, there's a few on you, but I'm trying to get this other one off you. So low, so low, so low. A little bit more. Come on. Destroyed. Just got him. Yo, holy shit! The heat is on me. Jeff, I don't know where all our Navy friends went, but I think there's a bunch on us. If you're clear, just start trying to take one out. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna try to lure them in a line. Ah! I'm so fucked, holy shit. Oh my god, where is the trade lanes? I need to get out of here. I'm cruising, I'm cruising. I'm just dumping flares. Yeah, let's escape, Jeff. Let's get the fuck out of here. Too many. I am hot right now. You get out? Jeff looks good. That was too many. I think all our Navy friends died and we only had, we had like 6 on us. Too many. Jeff okay in there? Jeff's got one on the tail. Let's keep going away. Incredible says, I want to see an Atlanta light cruiser in space. Why have cruiser-sized guns when you just had 16 AA cannons and only autocannons? Yeah. I'll show you the frigate in a second. That was a good fight though, Jeff. How'd your fight go? Form up on me. Let's go back to Pueblo. How was that for you, that little, the little brawl? Still having fun? I'm having a good time. But I'm wondering how your experience is going. Still fun? Good. Glad to hear it. I'm having a lot of fun co-oping with you. Like, it's, I was kind of worried that co-oping with you would, like, make it too easy, having 2 of us. It's a little exhausting. It's a very intense combat, isn't it? But actually, it's been pretty good balance, honestly. I've been feeling like it's nice and challenging, and it has highs and lows in the difficulty. When they stack up like that. And then you can always just spam countermeasures and try to escape if you get overwhelmed, which is good. Though expensive on the countermeasures. Well,
Acknowledged. Please
trying to get towards the end of my stream.
We're full at the moment. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free.
Maybe I'll show you guys the frigate before I knock off. I didn't really do a lot of
17-2. You are now cleared to dock.
like adjusting things today on stream, but the testing I feel like was invaluable. I feel like I could do like an invaluable amount of testing today, especially with Jeff, and see that the balance feels pretty decent. I don't know how Silverton would feel as a solo, but I think when the 2 spawns are coming, you'll be able to solo them quite easily. But the combat feels good. The AI's accuracy and overall ability feels good today.
Repair complete.
I feel really good with the new zeroing tools. I feel really effective and accurate. I feel like I'm a badass out here. Jeff's doing well. We're having like good team play where I'm actually clearing him off Jeff's tail. Though again, I gotta try different guns, I think, where I can tail clear better. And probably buff those guns more too.
Loaded
We did some
into
butt-to-butt
cargo
communication. We did some butt-to-butt repairing.
hold. Loaded into cargo hold.
A lot of really good testing. I'm feeling really good about things. Sweet. What is that harpoon on the top? Don't know. You're gonna see me doing this at least once more again this weekend too, if not tomorrow, because I'm signed up for like with the freelancer community, as we were talking about before with Firefly. there's like this stream, there's a monthly now Freelancer community stream called Regulancer, organized by one of the people in the Freelancer community, and we're going to be taking part in it this coming weekend. So I think it's going to be the last day of my streaming weekend. I think it's on the 30th or the 30th American, 31st for me, which I think is my last day of streaming. Or the second last. Of this weekend, not forever. And we'll be basically doing what I did today with less deving but more playing, but we'll be showing off the mod to the wider community at large. So, they promote us from the main Freelancer Discords and stuff, and we promote them as they're doing Regulancer and stuff. So, I'll play a little video from them, that's a little themed intro. And yeah, we'll get to show this mod off to more of the community in general. I'd like to do a bit more work before then. I wanted to have more done by now to show off to the community. Originally, I was planning to, have this server be, soft launch public open on that stream, but in the end we haven't got as much done as we wanted. I don't think it's in shape for that yet. It's getting there, but there still isn't enough gameplay to do that I would welcome people onto the server beyond testing yet. But I think by then what I want to do is, this feels good now, Silverton's getting there, could use a bit more tweaking. I want to tweak up the Xenos home base field, and the missile freighter haven field, and also this little junk field down here. I want to tweak these up and balance them right. Balance some little mini encounters and subzones around for hotspots to go into when you want even more action in one of these areas, particularly if you have friends. Probably do a bit. I probably will only have time for that. And then when we do this stream again this weekend and show them what off the community, it's not everything I want yet for a playable release. But I think it's looking pretty good. I think the combat felt pretty good today. I think if today had been my show off the community stream, just with the combat co-oping with Jeff, I would have been pretty happy with it. I would have been yeah, this shows off the combat pretty decently, and kind of what we're about. So we'll probably just be doing this again then, but maybe we'll, ideally I'll have these zones balanced as even harder areas than Silverton, and then on the day we can start off in Cheyenne, maybe solo, do a bit of co-oping, and then in Cheyenne do some co-oping in Silverton, and then maybe get a third or fourth player and try to delve into the Xenos home base field and the missile freighter field and hunt some big game. And maybe even get some PvP going, who knows. But I think that would be a fine enough show-off of the mod. Just playing that all day, playing this all day, I think it'd be pretty fun. I think it's pretty cool to watch. What do you all think? You've been watching all day. Honestly, do any of you think this is cool? Do you want to play it? Would you be interested in this? Does it look like cool gameplay? I'm not going to be offended because I fucking love it, so even if nobody else likes it, I'm going to make it for me, but... yeah, I'm interested if anybody else would want to play this. I'd love to... The concept is to make this a 24/7 server where we have, a lively player base. We need to get in the things that actually give you a reason to play, other than just bounty vouchers. We need to get in the actual money progression grind, we need to get in the rare loot finding, we need to get in all the good stuff that you actually log back on to play. Not just come on to fuck around with the combat. But I think the base combat is good, and we just need some more connective tissue motivating you to log on and play it right now and get new stuff. I like it. Gravitas says, I will protect the sacred garden as a nomad zone. Honestly, I welcome you to. I welcome you to. I love shithead PvP, and I do want this to be a PvP thing as well. Obviously, while we're testing here, me and Jeff aren't dueling each other non-stop or anything, but the idea for this in the wild is to be a MMO type experience where you hop on and there's nothing that says you have to co-op. You can absolutely just kill each other, fuck with each other, you could be someone who's been doing Cheyenne or Silverton for 30 minutes, you have 20 bounty vouchers and all this loot, and someone just flies along and goes, you know what's a lot quicker than killing that many Xenos? Killing you, and steal your shit. That's what I want the final thing to be. We always love a bit of PvP. And I think it'll be really interesting. That's why we've kept everything to one system for now, especially with, probably a very low player base, if any, is to really stuff every player we have into a single environment and then see what happens. Then when if you have pirate players and lawful players, there's only 4 or 5, really only 4 discrete areas to, grind content intentionally. It's a small system. Well, I mean, it's just one system, so it's small. I'm really curious to see PvP in this fish tank of you're always going to be bumping into other people is the idea. And I'm really curious to see what that looks like when you have, players who have repped up and are Navy ID'd, and you have players who have repped up with Xenos and are Xenos ID'd coming in and helping each other's NPCs. It's going to be more like a MOBA where it's you're pushing each other's... The PvP is the creeps fighting each other, and then you're helping, each other's creeps and working with them. That's the idea anyway. PvPvE. Let me go to single player. Jeff, thank you very much for fighting with me. I want to do it again. This was actually so awesome co-oping with you. You're a very great wingman. I really like playing with you. That was tons of fun. Trifted says it'd be so very important to get critical mass. I wonder if you'd even want to have some parts that only open up at certain times. Exactly, yes, we do want to do that for that special reason, yeah. Like for example, the Nomad Treasure Zone, you know, might just be it's only open at certain times. Not just for putting players in the same area, but also to keep rarity on the stuff you can get in there. Let me show you the frigate while I waffle. But yeah, I think especially with like a mod for an old game that right now doesn't have a ton of players, it's very important to not think like, okay, let's make an MP mod that, you know, we expect to have 20 players for at all times. Okay, what if you only have one player? Well, the game still has to be fun, and that's why I like what we're doing here with the foundation of it's a PvE experience first, and it's built from solos to group players. So even if you're the only person playing on this server, or, you know, it's still fun. But then it just gets better with more players, that's the idea. Because otherwise you get into that horrible thing where it's like... We put all this effort into this modded game and we don't have enough players and it's a dead game. The idea is this should never be a dead game, even if you're the only person playing it, just versus the AI should be its own awesome experience. And we know it's pretty fucking fun so far because we solo and it's fucking intense. We've only just started co-oping, but that's awesome too. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I'm gonna show you the frigate before I log off. Where the fuck is this damn frigate? Usually when you reload the save like this, it spawns a bunch of shit, but it's not doing it for me now. I'm gonna fly down here, we're gonna see what's up. Funnily enough, in my multiplayer testing there, I actually ended up fighting with both of the 0-pointers on at once, and that seemed to be pretty good, by the way. There's some Navy. Find a smoking rat ghost in the mob. We do have some, we have something going on like that. But not what you mean, no. Let's fly over here. This is part of the frigate's patrol path. It should show up. There it is. So this is a really fucking cool model from a friend of Milo's. This is the Liberty frigate. It's pretty fucking cool. I love big ships, I love scale. I love not just having fighters. It's pretty work in progress, like it hasn't even got a shield at the moment. Because like a shield actually requires that 3D modeling Firefly was talking about, the SIR modeling to make the hitbox for the shield. So right now it doesn't have a shield generator, it's intended to have one though. Most Freelancer mods don't put shields on their cap ships, but I'm going to do it on this one. I think it's going to be good, I think it's going to be important. But yeah, it's fucking bristling with guns. They're all kind of placeholder guns right now. None are like really balanced right, but my idea is to make them pretty fucking powerful bitches. Gonna give them like laser arrays and long-range missiles and good shit like that. But yeah, this frigate is set up right now to do like a patrol around the sun basically in the open. It doesn't go into the asteroid fields because it doesn't want to hit the asteroids. But it's like this little, with fighter escort, Navy force that patrols around and keeps the Xenos hiding inside their asteroid field forest, essentially. I just think it's fucking neat. I think it looks so fucking cool. The Vanilla Liberty Cruiser is pretty cool too, that big spinal pulse cannon. Yeah, I agree, it looks fucking rad. Here, to give you a taste too, I can show you what was I doing a month ago with the Rhino. Oh, crashing the game was what I was doing. I can't show you that, never mind. Anyway. Bellum, and then I'm gonna call it a day for the stream. Okay, I did promise a little bit of it. Tomorrow we'll probably do like, if not more Freelancer money, maybe Bexcom or something. Will captures take more damage from asteroids? If it's possible, that would be a good idea. I do want to make it so that cap ships don't just go and bounce their way into asteroid fields. Like, that's the lore reason right now, and I do want to make it that way that, like, yeah, capital ships do not fucking want to go in asteroid fields because icebergs sink them. I think that's interesting, you know? It's like the tanks in the forest kind of thing. At the very least, even if it doesn't damage them though, like, I don't think it needs to do that much damage to them, but at the very least, the big thing that it does do is it provides places for fighters to hide and cover. And it also makes it so that it's hard for bigger ships to turn around in them. But yeah, one way or another, fighters should definitely be very advantaged in asteroid fields against capitals, I agree. I think it's an important part of balance.